Alright, what it do, y'all? Back at it again. It's your girl T Donna, Female Hip Hop. Now I have with me
Ja Coca.
yes, Ja Coca. How you feeling?
I'm feeling really good. I'm glad to meet you. Glad you gave me the chance to come be on your platform.
Nah, I gotta put on for y'all for sure. So, how did you come up with your name, Ja Coca?
Okay, so it's very funny because this name really just came. I don't know, a lot of people know, but my real name is Jacoby. Literally, this came from being at a kickback for my best friend's birthday, and we was just in the kitchen, just talking, and next thing you know, the name just kind of came out. And this was before I was even rapping. I was just like, I like that name. I'm gonna use that. So at that time, my friends always thought I was joking when I said I was gonna be a rapper and stuff like that. I said I might use that as my rapper name. They was like, whatever, but it just kind of it's been stuck since then.
Okay, I feel that. So, getting your name for your friends. So, what made you realize, okay, rapping is for me?
Well, I done always did music. But I come from like more of a, I grew up in choir, stuff like
Church.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
Church. I was raised by my granny, so she made sure we was always in church. In school, I didn't really play sports when I stayed in Dallas until I like moved. So I done always did like singing, different things like that. You know, got older, started smoking. Your voice ain't always what it need to be. So I also watched my older brother. He used to rap.
Okay.
They used to have a little clique in East Texas called like the A1 clique and stuff.
Before.
Yeah, the A1 clique.
I heard that before.
And then it was so long ago, like 2010, stuff like that. So I was trying to rap with them, but then it wasn't just. I just kept writing R&B, and as I got older, I was like, I don't want to do this no more. Went through breakups. I'm like, I'm not heartbroken anymore. So like, I just want to rap something I can do consistently since I'm able to do it because I've always been able to do it. So 2019 came. The end of 2019, I decided I'm just gonna go full out. I started getting all this attention on Instagram and stuff. And I was like, I don't know where it's coming from. But let's make some out of it. So.
Okay, so how did your you said East Texas, so are you originally from East Texas or you from?
Well, my family's from East Texas. I was born in East Texas, but my mama and them moved out here when I was like 2 or 3 months after she graduated, and I was just raised down here, and I done been back and forth between there and there.
Okay. What's the difference between East Texas and Dallas?
Dallas is just a lot more wilder. East Texas, I feel like it's more home based, and it's easier to get your point across than I feel like it's not as, it's like Dallas is way bigger. It's like 2 times. Like my class down here was like, when I went to school down here, it was like 60 to 80 kids in a classroom, and down here that was like my whole class. Like, so it's very big. So East Texas is small.
Okay. So you said your brothers was rapping and making music and stuff like that. So like, what was that music sounding like to you?
Yeah, so it was back then. It was amazing because it was like they all had in Wascom. It's not really a big town, so for you to have people
Wascom,
Wascom, Texas. So it's not very big. So it's like, for somebody to come out to do something and you have people supporting you, it's very big down there. It makes you, when you're down there, you feel famous because it's like everybody know you, everybody knew your stuff. So it's like watching my brother and them make music that everybody like, hey y'all got the A1 click stuff and all this different stuff. Like they had the slow songs for the women, they had the little gangster little stuff. I mean, everybody had different personalities in the group, so they made a lot of different music.
Okay. And so you said you switched from R&B to hip hop. How was that transition?
It was really easy because majority of my songs, I'm singing, but I always have like a rap verse in there sometimes. It was harder back then because I didn't know how I wanted my sound to be. So it was like, I'm trying to rap, but I don't know how I want to rap. Like, then it just came natural as the time came.
Okay. Now getting into the rap in 2019, when you dropped your first freestyle, your first song, how did you feel? Like, how did you feel about the response from everybody and things like that?
Oh, yeah, it was crazy. Like, so when I first dropped my first song, I was nervous. When it comes to my music, I'm very, like, it has to be exactly the way I want it. Like, I'm always thinking about, like, not as much now, but then I was, like, self-conscious. Like, I'd be in the studio sweating because I'm like, do this sound good? Like, is I really doing this? Like, but it was crazy because everybody was, like, sharing my stuff. The reposts was going crazy. I was getting bigger celebrities coming to my page. I'm like, wow, like, it was just crazy. So it's like, it just really made me go hard because I'm like, I'm really blessed. I feel like this is supposed to be like everything else that I try to do, regardless of what happened, I always come back to music. So I'm like, God, if this is what you want me to do, say something. Like, say something now.
And he said something. Cause I see you moving, you doing things. I saw the latest freestyle you did with the mic. It might not be the latest to you, but it was the latest to me. and you was just going off, you was going crazy, and I was like, man, she hard. It's like, what's like your inspiration in the booth when you start rapping? Like,
just people telling me, sleeping on me. Like, no matter, it's like the harder I go, the more enemies you get. It's like, it's crazy. And it's like, I show nothing but love, so you wouldn't think it would be like that. But it's like, people be like, oh, it's just Ja Coca. She ain't gonna do nothing. She don't got no connect. She don't got nobody. So it's like, when I get in the booth, I'm like, okay, so I'm finna eat y'all up. Like, everything I rap, even like, it was hard for me to make twerk music. I didn't even start off making twerk music. And those are like my biggest songs. So I'm like, bro, even on twerk songs, I'm like, regardless, every bar have to be harder. The bar that I just said have to be harder than the one that I just said. So it's just like, it's a continuous thing. Okay. I just want to be hard as possible at all times.
Which twerk song you think is like people's favorite?
Workout is definitely.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I didn't want to.
Yeah, Workout is my top song.
What makes you think like why do you think Workout like got everybody like riled up like that?
Well, I feel like because the main thing is the beat, made by Lil Tay. Shout out to Lil Tay.
Okay.
You know, it have a Dallas national anthem.
What does Dallas sound like?
Huh?
What does Dallas sound
It's
like?
just groovy. Anything that you can get into, you know what I'm saying? I know when it comes to swagging, anything, jigging, y'all know it's going to come to Dallas for it. So it's like, it got the Party Boys sample in it. So it's like, it's nothing but a go. Even if I got on the beat, and like I said, y'all see, I didn't have to really just say much because the beat go. Yeah. But it's just one of those songs naturally make you want to get up and work out. When people like they want to work out, they want to do whatever dance. So I'm like, okay, we going with it. We going with it.
Okay, I like that. I like that. And so what I noticed a lot about the female rap scene in Dallas is a wave. And I be telling motherfuckers like it's a wave out here. Pay attention. I'll just look at Houston. Right. Pay attention to the Dallas wave. It's starting to bubble. How do you feel being a part of that wave?
I mean, I feel like to me it's a give or take thing because it's kind of hard to claim the wave when it's like everybody, we all doing the same things and it's like you can see it, but it's like we all so segregated. So it's kind of, it's like the waves is coming tides because it's like everybody got their own thing going. So I feel like if it don't eventually come together, I feel like everything gonna clash, and I feel like we bringing our own city down faster than, because outside of cities they be like, oh, they don't get along anyway, so they're not gonna, nobody I feel like take us as serious as they should, because I feel like a majority of hip hop, a lot of it come from here outside of Atlanta, Houston. It's just people don't never, we get overlooked because it's always so many feuds over little stuff, like we killing each other, fighting over street stuff that has nothing to do with music. So it's like,
it's social media miss.
Yeah,
it'd be real bad too. Okay.
Social media, just everything. People just don't want to see the next person eat or win, and it's like it's enough money for all of us. Like, put your wave on my wave, we gonna make the ocean move. Like,
yeah, not for real.
And that's what people not understanding. It's like, then that's why it's harder for us. I feel like the females, to me, right now in Dallas is going off more than anybody.
Yeah, y'all are.
So it's like, I feel like if we just think about all of us getting on a song or something, like I feel like we ain't gonna be able to get stopped if we all working together, supporting each other. But that's just not how it is. Like, that's not the world we live in.
I noticed Dallas is kind of one of those, I call it gatekeeping city. Like, y'all are very gatekeeping. You're super talented, super dope. Y'all do those shows and festivals, but it's like you gotta know somebody to know somebody to get in there. And it's like, dang, I really don't, I don't like that. I'm outside, I'm from Waco, but I stayed in Houston for 5 years, so I'm kind of like a Houstonian. And just seeing, like, being able to see Dallas as a child, y'all always had y'all own swag, on this, on that, always been raw. And just not seeing y'all catapult, once upon a time seeing y'all on the park, but kind of bubble back down. Right. Like, hopefully this next wave that, you're in and all the other people in it gets y'all permanently in a place of, like, Southern hip-hop that a lot of people don't see. But speaking of permanent place in your wave, let's talk about your 2 albums. All right, your first one. What was the inspiration behind that first one?
Yeah, The Queen was born. I dropped that album on my birthday. It was just kind of an introduction to me and let y'all know a little bit. Like, I'm not really like a personal person, but I feel like with that album, I was just letting y'all know, like, with this day, this was meant for me. God put me here this day, and basically this is just what I'm doing in my life. I gave a little, intro on it, like basically just like y'all know little things I've been through. I was raised by my granny, you know what I'm saying, little relationships and stuff that I had, and then other than that, then it's like I turn up at the later of the album, because it's like, I don't like being sad, like, so that's a majority of my music, I make it to like feel like, you know what I'm saying, positive energy and stuff coming out, because it'd be so much negative things going around. Like if you'll hear my music, a lot of people be like, dang, if they know me personally, they be like, you wouldn't even know that you go through half the stuff you go through, because you just make everything look so good. So it's like, that was that album. And then the Can't Stop Won't Stop was like, now that I got y'all attention, it's like, now we finna keep going. It's like, it's no stopping behind this. The grind is forever going. So that was the motivation behind the second one.
Okay, I feel that. When I want to talk about the Queen is Born, let's go back, because I was listening to it. I was like, okay, she gave us a balance. A lot of female rappers nowadays don't know how to do that balance. Either real freaky and party all the way through, or it's too lyrical. Like, man, I ain't trying to hear this every day because I got shit going on. I'm saying already. So what made you realize, okay, this balance is perfect?
Right. Me and my producer, like, he helps me and guide me a lot too. Sometimes he'd be like, I feel like we're going to sit here, hit me with I feel like you got enough twerk songs or enough freaky songs. Let's hear you talk your shit today. Or maybe you done talked your shit too much. Like, do something that's fun. Like, it's kind of just having somebody there to help you balance it out. Because again, some days I be like, Blaze, I want to talk my shit because they got me fucked up. But he was like, nah, I feel like you got enough songs for that. Like, you know. So, I mean, he's not really my manager, but he's a big part of it.
Your producer like your A&R. That's the person that knows your sound. They know you the best out of anybody else. So, yeah,
so that's part of what helps me balance. And then, like, as I listen through my album, I'm like, I even critique myself. I'm like, would I be tired this part of my album through? Or, do I want to keep going? But normally, like a lot of people, I'd be like, critique me. I don't care. Just say whatever. They be like, no, you really got an album that I can sit there and listen all the way through. So it's like, I don't get much bad feedback, like, as I was thinking at first before I started.
Yeah, you're going to be your worst critic at all times anyway.
I beat myself up over everything. Like, if I have a bad studio day, my producer like, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Like, I beat myself up because it's like, I feel like this is what's going to work for me and my kids.
No, yeah, for real. And speaking of kids, how does it feel to be a mother and an artist?
It's the worstest balance ever. It's the worst balance. I'm not even going to lie. Because it's like, with me being older, trying to be grown and sexy, but it's like I just want to, I want to do music, but I also want to raise my kids a certain way. Like, I don't want them to be like, okay, this song, this and that. So it's a balance, and then, not always having babysitters, and, financially, everything, money, especially when you get into this part of your rap career where you just doing a lot. So it's like everything now is like financial. So it's like I have to balance all that being a mom.
Yeah, no, I feel that. I love when I see female rappers that are mothers, because like I want people to know that these women are mothers, great mothers, but also they want to be themselves too. Like, being a mother is not a personality. It's just a part of who they are as a woman. Right. So that's real dope. I like that. So, do we have any music, new videos about to drop?
Yes, I actually got quite a bit. I'm actually working on 2 albums at one time right now. I'm really kind of thinking of the names. I'm still juggling the names with them right now. Hopefully we dropping one by my birthday or by the beginning of the year. The other one is 2 different producers. I got one with Lincoln, OG Lincoln from Dallas. He's pretty big in Dallas. And then, my producer, J to the Blaze. This is just, I'm giving y'all just a whole different Ja Coca. Like, I just want to change it up. I'm rapping on different beats, trying different sounds, harmonizing. Things that I don't really just do on a regular. I'm thinking about getting a little more personal with these albums. Other than that,
I'm ready.
Oh, and I do got a video that's probably gonna drop by the 1st of December. It's called Show Something. Been shooting this for a little minute. Got quite a few scenes in it. I'm shooting that with Twan, so any day now we looking for the perfect date. So everything up in the air.
Okay, I love that. Now I always ask these 2 questions. Well, actually 3. First, a lot of artists are signing to deals. Would you sign a deal if you had one like offered to you? Would you sign a deal?
It just really depends on what they have to be life changing. Like, it have to be something that I feel like I can't go out here and get myself. Like more than $100K or a 1 song deal or anything like that. I don't want to be in no jacked up situation.
So you sign a deal, you got to be out of here. Like out of here. I'm in Atlanta. I'm in LA.
I'm guaranteed.
Kids going to private school. I got you. It makes sense.
Yes, it has to make sense. Like, I'm not out here signing for a couple $1,000s because I feel like, again, I work hard enough and I make that on my own. So it's kind of like, y'all, if I'm signing my life away, y'all gonna have to be taking my life out of here.
I wouldn't say your life, your creativity.
Yeah, like,
but
I mean, and then I'm so open with what I do. I'm used to. I'm really scared to sign because you don't really just hear much about, besides like maybe independent artists that signing, but you don't hear many good things with deals. Like all the stuff you hear in the blogs and stuff nowadays, it's just
read your contract.
Right.
That's really what the issue. A lot of people not reading that contract. They see that couple $1,000 and sign it away. But yeah, I feel like artists be better to read a contract. But that's a true answer. Life changing. Like, and you got like real life change. Like people think a new Benz and a Birkin bag is life changing. Nah, life change is like I'm out of here. Like,
yeah, I could get my kids, my granny a house. Like,
yeah,
like that kind of life changing.
Yeah, that's life changing. All right. My second question is, if you could name this part of your life a chapter, what would you name it?
Right now, to me, it feel like it's just the beginning. Cause
okay.
I'm still trying to find out what it is and what it ain't. Cause life steady changing. It's not even just life, music game. Life is literally throwing different curveballs. It's like we going through a pandemic. I feel like that changed music completely. It went from being, radio, CDs, this and that, to now it's like music to me is mainly TikTok and Instagram. It's like if you can get your sound on there, then your music gonna go. And I feel like everybody just struggling with what the networking really is right now. So it's like, oh.
I feel that. I like that. I like that. That was good. That was perfect. Yeah. And then my last, really, cause like TikTok, I didn't really see TikTok blowing up until the pandemic, and it just blew up. Like you could get famous like off of TikTok. Like you get a deal off TikTok.
Literally, you could be one day having a hard time getting probably 10 streams on your album. Next day you drop a song, everybody messing with your song, and it's like that's where a lot of my songs blew up, was TikTok. Making challenges, just trying to go with what's going on. Like, okay, everybody was sat in the house for months on the internet, so literally music is the internet right now, and the internet is controlling everything. The internet could start your career, end your career, just like that. So it's like have to get it together.
No, for real, I feel it. Now my last question is, what is your biggest fear?
Not making it. Like putting all this work in and my kids seeing me fail. Like that's my biggest fear. Really.
So what is not making it to you though? Or what is making it to you actually? Making
it to me again is like making sure that I can financially put them in a house, a granny house. Everybody like I don't really want to be to the point to where I kind of want to be on Mo3 level, like where everybody know you, but it's not like you can't walk in a grocery store. Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. He made real live. Mo3 knew how to run that chilling circuit. And what I mean by that is like the small towns, like bro could go book out the whole East Texas and go home with $100,000 and not have to do another show until 2 months after.
Right, I just want to be stamped. Like I want to make an impact on the little music industry. I want to make it to BET. I want people just to be able to know who I am. Like, well, she works her way up here. Like, no handouts. I'm not doing all the extra stuff to get my stuff seen. It's just everything is authentic. And that's what I always stood on. Like I tell my producer all the time. I meet people that be like, maybe you should buy some views. This and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like if I have to do all that, I would quit music because it's just getting to the point that that's not me. Like I'm not really getting it. And I feel like people that's getting like $50,000 views, but you can't get 5 people to come to the club with you.
Talk your shit.
Like it's like it just don't make sense. Like because they pay me because they feel like I'm gonna bring out a crowd. So it's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, I need you to pay me, but I can't bring nobody out here. So it's like, I'm just trying to keep it in my lane, make it the way I go, and just be able to say I really, really and truly did that, and I earned those views. I earned that reward. I worked hard for these. So me and my kids, I just know one day we're gonna be straight. I just got to get seen by the right person.
Yeah, and it's happening. I saw you. I locked in with you. It's a lot of people that's out here that seen you, and then like you really making a way for real. Like for real.
And it's crazy because everybody, like a lot of people really do. When I first said I was gonna be a rapper, everybody was like, like you ain't gonna know. Because like when I came back to Dallas, a lot of people don't know me like the people in East Texas do because I went to high school with them. So it's like they kind of know my music way, but it's like the people out here, they're like, you so goofy, this and that. But people don't always told me I was gonna be funny, whether it was like Vine famous or something. Like they said you're gonna be something, whether you blow up. So I feel like I put the best use of what I can, my personality and everything into this music. So
Okay.
ooh, we just working. We just working.
We just working.
I'm just trying to see what separates me from everybody else. Cause it seems like everybody kind of, you know, again, it's like everybody stuck on. It's like it just seems like everybody's stuck right now. It's like
They
what's
trying
next?
to sound the same or like.
Yeah, like I mean, sound the same, and then I said with everything going on in the world, it's like it's almost like we're controlled right now.
Oh
So
no,
it's
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a certain narrative is being controlled to do a certain thing. But
Right.
find your lane, break out, and get that. That's the whole point of breaking out, just being different for sure. For sure.
Right.
But you want to go ahead and shout out your social medias for the fans?
Yes, social medias, all platforms. You can find me at Ja Coca, JACOCA, and it's across the board. Whether you listen to Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, all my social engineers. That's everything.
That's a bit. Appreciate you for tapping in with us.
Yes, for sure.